Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, you're going to learn 100 common English phrases for daily life. These are real expressions that native speakers use every single day. By the end of this video, you will know how to talk about waking up, breakfast, work, relaxing, restaurants, and bedtime routines. So, let's get started. Every morning, my alarm goes off at 7 a.m. Honestly, I hate it when my alarm goes off. Sometimes I hit the snooze button 1 or 2 times, and sometimes I oversleep. On weekends, I love to sleep in, but on busy mornings, I jump out of bed quickly. Then I make my bed, wash my face, brush my teeth, and get dressed. Rise and shine, a new day is starting. After getting ready, I make breakfast. I turn on the coffee maker and boil water in the kettle for tea. Sometimes I make fresh lemon juice. Sometimes I put bread in the toaster. When I have more time, I cook eggs for breakfast. But on busy days, I gobble down my breakfast really fast. Then I clear the table, put the dirty dishes in the sink, grab my cup, and head to work. It's time to head to work. Before driving, I always buckle my seatbelt. I back out of the driveway carefully and get on the highway. Sometimes traffic is terrible, so I slow down and wait. When I turn, I always use my turn signal. During my commute, I like listening to podcasts or music. At work, I often say, "Excuse me, may I ask you a question?" Or, "Could you explain that again?" When working in a team, everyone needs to do their part. Sometimes mistakes happen, and we need to start over from scratch. At the end of meetings, people often say, "Let's check in next week." After working for a long time, I need a break. Sometimes I step outside to get some fresh air. Sometimes I grab a coffee. If I'm really tired, I take a quick walk around the office. And when work gets stressful, I stop for a moment and catch my breath. At the end of the day, I wrap up my work. Then I say, "Let's call it a day," or "I'm heading out now. See you tomorrow." Finally, it's time to go home. Sometimes I don't feel like cooking, so I say, "Let's eat out tonight." At the restaurant, I might ask, "Do you have any specials today?" Or, "What do you recommend?" Sometimes I order a salad, sometimes pizza, and if I can't finish my food, I ask for a to-go box. After a long day, I'm happy to finally be home. First, I finish a few chores. Then I sit on the couch, watch TV, and relax. Sometimes I read a book. Sometimes I just veg out and do nothing. It feels good to finally unwind. Before bed, I double-check the door locks and turn off the lights. Then I take a shower, brush my teeth, and put on my pajamas. I set my alarm for the next morning so I don't oversleep again. Finally, I crawl under the covers and fall asleep. Good night. Great job! Now you know 100 common English phrases for daily life. Try using these expressions every day to improve your English naturally. Which phrase was your favorite? Write it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you in the next lesson.